So for like number one, always start on the side of the variable. We're trying to get it to be by itself, that variable by itself. So since we have a negative 20, to get rid of it mathematically means equals 0. So to get negative 20 equal to 0, you have to add 20 to both sides, right? So same thing that we did earlier. Show that 1 equals 0, that these cancel out. Line up the variables and equal signs with vertically. And then simplify 20 minus 16 is 4. The same thing as negative 16 plus 20. So once you get down to something with a fraction, like here, algebraically it is no different. Algebraically as in, well, the last one was minus 20 and we added 20. This one is minus 24. So algebraically it would do the same thing, add 1 4. We're not going to change anything algebraically just because it's a fraction. It's exactly the same. Right? The goal is to get this equal to 0, and negative 1/4 plus 1/4 does equal 0. Right? Now you need to know how to do negative 3/4 plus 1/4. If you prefer, you can rewrite it off to the side like this. Some people like the written this way, and they can see. If you remember your notes from yesterday, for adding, you just work with the top. The bottom will stay 4. So negative 3 plus 2, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. And of course, always reduce your answers. So divide by 2, divide by 2. Negative 1. And now I go back to my algebra problem right here and put negative 1 over 2. But all of this arithmetic, you don't need to put within, and you should not put that within your algebra work. It'll get all get all messy. You can just do it off to the side, but if you can just do that in your head, oh, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2, negative 2 over 4 reduces to that, then you won't have to write anything. If you use a calculator, you'll just type in negative 3 over 4 plus 1 over 2, press equals, and it'll say negative 1 over 2, and you just write down what the calculator has. So if you want to invest in one of those calculators that has fractions, you won't have to worry about anything that has to do with those. Do not treat anything with fractions differently. Okay? Always starting on the side of the variable. This is the positive one, so we'll subtract it. That would give you what you get. This might have to go off to the side, find out negative 1/3 minus negative 4. Now, if your question is, how do I get negative 4 over 3? That's a good reason to come in early or stay after school and get help with doing these fractions. We're mainly going to be focused on the algebra here, not how to abstract fractions. It won't take very long, by the way. We can teach you how to do that, 10, 15 minutes, one-on-one. Okay. Anything on the back you like me to go over? Yes. Number 11? Okay. Let's start here. This is the sign of the variable. So we have a 1/3. We want to move out of the way. A positive 1/3. I'm going to subtract 1/3 on both sides. So that equals 0. And we have to do negative 0.2 over 15. Now, I need a denominator of 15. I can't do 3. I have to be the same. So in order to get from 3 to 15, I multiply by 5. And of course, do the same thing on top. So 5 over 15 and 1 over 3 are the same. So we have negative 22 minus 5. Negative 28 over 15. Does any number go into both of these? Reduce that at all? 3. 3 goes into 28? Oh, 27. Thank you. 3 goes into 9. Yeah. So we can do that and get negative 9 over 5. Okay, negative 9. And then go back to my algebra over here to complete the work. You can have this off to the side or just put it in the calculator, hit enter, and get 9, negative 9 over 5. Always leave it as a ratio. That means one number on top, one number on the bottom. No mixed numbers, no decimals. Good. A lot of practice with fractions. By the end of this, we'll be hopefully fully refreshed with those. If not, don't worry. We'll practice more and more with them, and they'll become easier. Same thing with decimals. Don't forget from the PowerPoint earlier, anytime you have a double sign, please fix that first. So just go rewrite the entire problem. Change the double sign, 2 negatives to a positive, then go ahead and start. That way you know I'm supposed to subtract 5 over 4 on both sides. Then let's see here. That's going to be 25 over 20. Multiply top and bottom by 5. So I need to get to 20. 73 minus 25. So you can see you might be able to start practicing, trying to do these a little more mentally. I'll rush through it, but the more you practice, the better you get. So I'll end up with what, 48 over 4. And 48 divided by 4 is 12. And if you're not quite sure, even if it's an odd problem, do a check. You can plug it back in. And it should come out to the same number on both sides. You'll know for sure. The check takes a matter of seconds, so it's not going to slow you down that much, and the rewards are much better than the 10 seconds that it takes to actually practice. And again, if this is not something you're happy about, and this is what's worrying you, how do you do this? Please come in, or get a calculator that has fractions, and then all your worries are gone for the rest of your life. You can use it in any class you want, and you don't have to worry about it. 14, you can squeeze it in. All right. So variables on the left, I got a plus 1/4. I'll subtract 1/4. Good. Bring the n straight down, the equal straight down. Now I need to do negative 7 over 2 minus 1/4. So to get these to be common denominators, I'm just going to multiply this by 2. Top and bottom. Negative 14 over 4 minus 1/4. Negative 14 minus 1. Negative 15. Fourth. And that doesn't reduce, so I'm done with that part. But since this is a even, you would do a check. So if I'm doing a check, I would just take my answer and say negative 15 over 4, right, plus 1/4. Does that equal, question mark, does that equal negative 7 over 2? Okay. So we'll get negative 15 plus 1 is negative 14 over 4. And then when you reduce the left-hand side by 2, you get negative 7 over 2. And remember, take your check all the way to this point where you have the same number on both sides. If they're not the same number on your check, that means you need to redo this original problem. So it's not like last night where you have solution, not solution. If it's not a solution, that means you made a mistake, you redo the problem. Usually it's just a problem with one little negative, and then that will fix it up. Okay? All right, and bring that tomorrow, as much as you can done.